Hey guys, welcome back for the last lecture of this section. It is called Controlling the Ribbon from the Keyboard. Now, one thing I've noticed with a lot of people is their absolute fascination with shortcuts or hotkeys on the keyboard so that they don't have to use the mouse. Now, let me tell you, when you get to the point where you're barely even touching your mouse to do any work, then you are probably in the top few percentage of Excel users who would be considered masters or gurus or experts, whatever you want to call it, right? If you do the math, I just ran some really round numbers. The number of times you switch from keyboard to mouse could be as much as, I don't know, 1,000 times a day, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. I just picked 1,000. Now, if each time you're wasting about 1 second, assuming you work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, and so on, you're wasting about 2 weeks just switching from keyboard to mouse, right? Add this to all the other techniques you'll eventually learn to, increase your productivity. And once you've mastered all those things, imagine all the time you could save. You could potentially be doing almost 10 times the work of the average user, if not more, in the same time span, simply because you knew hotkeys. Now, I think that's why people love hotkeys so much. So one of the ways to use hotkeys is to access the quick access toolbar, as you guys would know by now, right, at the top here. But instead of clicking at it with your mouse, right, like clicking, like this and so on, you just use your keyboard. Now I'll show you guys how to do that. Now on your keyboard on the bottom, and it should be next to your space bar, you'll see the letters ALT. All right, let me type it in here. All right, let's make it large so people know what I'm talking about. Let's make that 20. All right, so if you assume that that's your space bar, might as well show you guys. All right, here it should be Alt. Sometimes it's a little different, but usually that's the arrangement. Okay, give it a little bit of formatting, make it pretty, right? So you'll see a button here, right? You want to click on that button, and what's going to happen is all these letters are going to pop up, okay, as you can see up here. Now what happens is, if you press any of these letters or these numbers, it's going to activate that command, okay? So if we press F, right, so let's press F, everybody press F, it's going to open this up. Now as you can see, the shortcuts continue. Let's say I want to go save. Now you press save by pressing S. Right? It's the same for any of the other buttons. So again, press Alt, right? And you'll see these things up here. Now, I want to use some bold formatting on these things. So, to give you an example of what it's supposed to look like, let's go here. Now, this bottom one has bold, and this one doesn't, okay? Now, we can select this and go bold, right, which took about 1.5 seconds, or we can go up here and press bold, which also takes a little bit of time, or we can just use the quick access toolbar. Sorry, not the quick access, the hotkey, right? So select, you press Alt, and as you can see here, it says 03. So just press 03, and there you go. Now it's bold, right? When you get really, really quick, you can probably do that in 0.1 of a second. Okay, so practice with that, play with that, see how you go see how fast you can go. And if you can do that for really simple things, everyone at the office or your friends or your girlfriend or the girl at the bar or whoever is going to think you're so awesome. Trust me. All right, that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time.